Days after the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations held in Mauritania, I was privileged to meet Africa's most sought-after youth talent, Fatawu Issahaku. Young, raw and passionate, with prospects of a great player in the making. His narration of how football came to him was gripping, and little did I know, his journey to the top was about to begin and at great speed. I followed through to document the story, trying to understand his journey. While at it, every month passed with another important milestone, and there's even more as you watch. This is Fatawu Issahaku's story in his own words.
My mom was very happy, like he was not expecting this thing. When I was just playing football, I didn't, like he just heard I was playing football, but he never think I'm good in it. So I don't know what she will do now.
One time when we changed the plan, we call upon me buta, the bubble. For any now for 4 years, no problem. Or bubble will be a home and finish from ban. Beats my bubble.
Was very nothing about say a bubble. Tabia look at ball.
I think I'm not surprised what has just given to him. The first match when he scored, I was crying. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do for myself.
I just want to make Ghana proud and to play well, play hard for Ghana to be on top.
Oh, what about that?
In 2021, this gift of a footballer arrested the world's attention in Mauritania. The continent's best under-20 teams had gathered to tussle for football placement. The nimble-footed Tamale boy will become the best player at the tournament, win the Afcon with Ghana for the first time since 2009, receive a call-up to the national team, and shortly, his Black Stars debut and maiden Afcon tournament will follow.
Long-range effort, what about that? Oh, what a goal!
Fatawu Issahaku's batting years have been special, and his progress has been rapid. A young man whose talent and charm precede him. This is a tale that has only begun.
Let me thank Almighty Allah. Actually, when I formed my club, that's Tamale babies. The Fatawu senior brother used to play my team, and Fatawu used to follow him to the training ground. So there was a day I saw him kicking a ball, and then I realized that he was having something on him. Then I called him and asked, and they told me that that's one of the senior player, junior brother. And when I called him and asked him, do you want to play football? He was very happy. And yes, I asked him, can you play? Well, it was a small. He said yes, he can play. Then after the training, the next day, I went to the parents, told their dad and mom that one of their sons, that's Fatawu Issahaku, followed the senior brother to the training, and I saw something on him. So I told them that, and the parents was really happy what I saw on the guy. So they told me that okay, they are ready to support. And they are ready to give the boy a chance and any support he want. Then that's where we started. And anytime he come to training, we started as this guy. We saw these guys, and the 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. That's how we started. And then, in fact, I was mad what I saw on him when he's playing. So I started developing.
What were some of the things you saw when he was playing?
There's something he does when he plays. You know, he's a left-footed player. Yeah. The body language, the actions, a lot I saw in him. So I noticed that this guy was going to be a great player in future. So I was having time for him. I made sure that even a day when he's not able to come to training, I have to find out what is happening. So when I started doing that, the parents really knew that I meant what I came and told them.
Even before Coach Dowda would set his eyes on Fatawu, the writings were on the wall. His parents, almost forewarned, their son will set the world ablaze with football.
One time when we changed the plan, we call upon me buta, the bubble. oni ni na fufu hia no nkura brem no obo ball obi am ka hom ya ofe me ntwa me ba no obi tima abobo me so me sheda bitimi da ball man me toma na wode kwa na wa yira no na ma ja ball no to na me sisa roba na me ye ni si na me de amana no obo oni de wode kwa e be chance na ayira sa na e ya na sa na obenyini ndi ne na fufu no omobo na nyame adum na bra ya ko hono no wa obeka o si wode ni begwa ni hono wo bo yesu ye danyame ase
akora sori a o hwe ne juma wa ya wo mu se ajuma se no ba ya timi wonu wo sori nanti na mu se akora no bobo tambia no kuta ball ayi adi agro tambia no free school ba ball no ano oya na tu pe ball pa to ayi ta na me aji tim sumu jen sa se combo ball o free ko school mi man 20 school fees da o start akora ball nti school for bia pen se oya de o pen se o won school sa no yesa na papa ya hunu
just no ba
o ba ho a mo ba da bia se we si open ana bitan dia na open o na ba bi se no chese school stay na me pe and ndia mo fa e mo mi miniska oh ye beto bibia set amanti man tony school fees da and school talia da tambia o na tua o na ye bibia ma
I started playing football in my own area.
Okay.
Like area matches then. But at that time I was young. I was too young. So I follow my brothers then we'll go there. When they play, like when it left with some few minutes to close, then they put me inside so that I also enjoy.
Okay.
Like that. And my brother too was playing a coast club, you know.
Okay.
So he sent me to that club, then I started.
You started. So what's the name of this coast club?
Zaytuna Babies.
Zaytuna Babies. The arid northern landscape of Ghana provides a setting for its unofficial capital, Tamale. Tamale is Ghana's third most populated city with a vibrant sporting scene. The region is where Abedi Pele first made his mark for Real Tamale United back in the 1980s. On the outer edges, the Tamale Sports Stadium juts out from the rest of its surroundings, providing a modern charm. It was right here in the backdrop of the shimmering stadium that Abdul Fatawu Issahaku grew up. Tamale's Zaytuna Babies was the shed under which Fatawu's talents were honed. So this is where Fatawu Issahaku started his football, just like these ones. Today he is the best player that has just ended Africa Cup of Nations under-20. He has been called up to the Black Stars, and the sky is definitely the starting point for the young man. It's great to be here. Hello guys, how are you doing? Hello!
I think Northern region is the region that, when we talk of talent, but I would say the whole Ghana, Northern region, when you want the talent, Northern region have the talent. But the problem is the exposure, the resources, the infrastructure is our problem. When you look at my team, Tamale Zaytuna, there's a lot of players who even I grown up. Most of them are in Europe. But I think Ghana Football Association, the only thing that I think they should look at is the grassroots. Well, when you look at those countries, Germany and those countries who make it, they have the attention on the juvenile football. That's the starting. And they said every good foundation have a strong what. So if we started with the grassroots and Ghana Football Association have attention on the juvenile level, I think the national team the under 17, you know, it has been a long time national under 17 has performed. We are the best one job national under 17 in Africa, but because of juvenile level, the grassroots level, they don't pay much attention on it. It's very difficult for the national under 17 to perform when they went for any tournament. So I think if the Ghana Football Association focus or have the attention to the juvenile level or grassroots level, I think we'll get there.
Fatawu was definitely one of the lucky ones. Despite the difficult channel of progress and seeming difficulty, his path to success had already been laid, as it appears. From school, the signs were very clear.
I started training, playing matches within 1 year to 2 years in Northern Region, under 10, and the East League under 10. Everybody saw that this guy has something on him. So many people encouraged me, and I was doing my best. There were a year when Red Bulls came for a just fight in Tamale here, and saw him and picked him. He went to Red Bulls. He didn't keep long. You know, the Red Bull Academy collapsed. I quickly wrote to the Red Bulls that I want my player to come back to the team. He came back to the team, and 2013, there were under 13 million games when they play in Tamale here. The school won. They represent Northern Region in Kumasi. He won at the end of the under 13 million tournament. He won the best player and the goal king. Then when he came back, that was 2015 to basic education football. They were having their athletics and the competition. At the end of the tournament, he judged the most valuable player. That is Fatawu. And if there's a lot I may say Fatawu, which I cannot even remember.
I was just playing, like, apart from defense, I was just playing everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere my coach puts me, I play. And I started at that time at under 8.
Okay.
And I played to under 17.
Okay.
Under 17. And I was not 17 yet, but I was young, but my coach was using me. I could play 13, 15.
Wow.
Then after that place, then I went to Utrecht. Utrecht Academy.
Utrecht Academy. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. So how was life at Utrecht Academy?
Utrecht too. I went there, and they started me in the under 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. So we were there and we were training whilst playing matches, friendly matches, and they sent me to Utrecht in Holland.
Okay, nice.
for 2 times.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
and I was at the age of 13 when I went.
Good, wow. That's your first trip outside London?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a special trip.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything from that trip?
Yeah.
Your first time in an airplane?
Yes. And first time to experience the weather in Europe.
Yeah.
So it was not easy, but
You were cold?
Yeah.
You had to play in the cold?
Yeah.
Even at a tender age, the kind of skill and mentality he possessed was indicative of a special player in the making. He was a part of the under-13 team that conquered the Northern Region, went on to win the tournament in Nigeria, and scored in the final. Fatawu didn't just score there. He top-scored the regional tournament with 13 goals and took everybody by surprise. He spent his days joining the red and white of Utrecht and learning his trade at the academy run by Utrecht shareholder Frans van Semmeren and former footballer Abdoulaye Al-Hassan.
So you're telling me you moved to Tamale, Utrecht, and you had your first opportunity to travel. How was the experience like?
Yeah, it was very good, and it was a good opportunity, and we went there for 2 months.
Wow.
And we went back and do for 1 month. So after that we came back, then they organized a league, under 15 league. Then we started and we were the champions. So they took some players and organized under 17 for Ghana. So we went to the national under 17 camp. Then we played and they take us and we went to Niger for Wafu. And we couldn't make it to the we couldn't find
but that is an important transition. So what kind of lessons did you take from that under 17 competition where you couldn't qualify?
Yeah, I even lost penalty that day, so it was so bad. So, and it was also an experience. And after that, and I was able to gain confidence and
take it into under 20.
Yeah.
Because I think you were the captain of the side. Were you the captain? Or
the second and the 17 the first one I'm talking about, I was not the captain.
You're not the captain. Okay.
I was young, and I played the 17.
Yes.
Then the next 17, I was part again, and I was the captain.
Okay.
Even before he would hit the limelight proper, top players and former legends had noticed. Steadfast FC, a Division 1 club in Ghana, lured him from the Tamale Utrecht Football Academy. No one is surprised by Fatawu's mercurial talent. He had been the leading star of the club's senior team, playing in Ghana's second division since the 2019-2020 season, back when he was only 15 and 16 years of age.
My first match in Steadfast, it was not easy because my first time in first division, and when I just came, I thought like they will wait like for some matches then before I start. But when our first match, and I was even in the first 11, so I was said, hey, this is not easy. And how they were talking about first division, the way it's hard, and the way I was young, so I was afraid.
A bit.
Yes. So
tackles were coming.
Yes. So it was just my seniors who controlled me throughout. Yes. So and I just gained the confidence to start playing.
Fatawu top scored Division 1 in Zone 1 with 8 goals before the COVID-19 pandemic hit. He followed it up with 9 goals and 7 assists in 14 games for Steadfast FC in the following season. In Mohamed Gago, Fatawu had a coach who had similar beginnings, played for the national team as young as Fatawu, won bronze at the 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona, and gold in 1991 at the FIFA Under-17 World Championship in Italy.
We all are proud of who Fatawu is and who he's becoming. Fatawu is a young guy that listens a lot and is ready to learn. So I think he's taking a good step now. So we're just wishing him well in the near future.
This penalty kick was going to figure in that as the ball slipped underneath the body of Bundagel.
You had a fantastic career, and anytime you see Fatawu, does it remind you?
It reminds me a lot of myself, and it also reminds me of who Wakaso was, and he's become a good player. So, like I am saying, he's a boy that is lucky to be in good hands, and he's lucky we are here to guide him through. So we just wish him well.
So you understand where Fatawu is at the moment?
Yes, I know. I talked to him about it, and I actually have to narrate all the stories and how I started, and he's almost taking the same footsteps, which I think he's going to make it, because he's a boy that is built with a lot of muscles and a lot of energy, and in such we cannot stop him. I mean, he's a timing bomb. We can't stop him. We can only encourage him to keep going and to build his confidence level, so that he will not be intimidated by the old folks he's going to meet at camp. Because I remember my time from 91 squads. I was 17. I just won the World Cup, and I was with the Olympic team. I was with the Under-20, and then immediately going to Senegal for the Cup of Nations, where I met the likes of Safo Jemfi, Opokutis, the Abedi Peles, and all of them. So sometimes the big name players, if you're not taking time, they will intimidate you. But if you are a little bit courageous, you can make it through.
Hamza Mohammed, a former Ghana international who had played through the ranks, now head coach of Tamale City and a member of the national under-17 technical team, speaks of Fatawu's unbelievable talent.
It's an opportunity, he has the talent, but we are praying that, the management or his team or his managers will manage him well. That's why we are all praying. And then I know him, he has played under me, we were together in under 17. That's the advice I've been giving. Come here, you are not there yet. Until you are there, you are not there yet. That's the advice I've been giving to him. I know he's a good guy. Inshallah, definitely he will be at the top.
The 2021 Under-20 Afcon tournament was the perfect showcase for Fatawu Issahaku's brilliance. As the architect in a phenomenal Ghana side, Fatawu dominated almost every game at the tournament. He averaged a whopping 10.56 dribbles per 90 minutes and was successful in 50% of his duels. His 2.4 progressive runs per 90 was the best for Ghana at the tournament. He made 3.36 shots per 90, but was also unselfish and averaged 1.12 shot assists, creating opportunities for his teammates throughout the tournament. Shooting is one of Fatawu's best assets. A montage of his goals both for Ghana's youth sides and Steadfast FC continues to draw attention to a wonderful range of long-distance pile drivers.
But when Fatawu have called for the national under 15 and the national under 20, and then there was a lot of calls in Accra calling me, oh, we saw your boy in the national under 20, your boy is too much, a lot. And when they won for the national and the under 20 tournament in Mauritania, a lot of calls was coming that, oh, your boy is doing well, your boy is great, you are lucky, you are the luckiest guy. Oh, I think I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of myself.
So, he was very good at the under 20 tournament.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you watched all the games he played.
Yes.
When he was scoring those goals, you just expected him to do it, or you were surprised?
I'm not surprised what I've seen in Fatawu. Fatawu being with me in the child stage. What I'm seeing, I think I'm not surprised. The only thing I would say is it's a natural gifted. God has just given to him. So I'm not surprised what I see. In the first match when he scored, I was crying. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do for myself. I said, oh wow! I thank God that I also raised someone which the whole world is seeing, and he's doing well. So I thank God.
So there's more. From what you're saying, there's a lot more to come.
But Ghanaians should expect, or the world was expect that Fatawu has yet to do a lot. What we are saying is just the beginning.
32 inches. I bought a friend. If last night, I know. Let me know. I think I got a flat. Let me hear you. I got 7.5. I did a bobo. A boy, who feel what? I for Baba. Our
national anthem.
I am dead. To see I'm a young cry. Binu peto won say Fatawu papa na ekon madam for I from ana me kono ho ye je ho di nkomo ye bibia mi dam ni nkoya ana o ka cheta Fatawu papa ne he ko mo bunu adanti na mon kanche mta Fatawu papa ni o ma me smile da ma ya du.
Watching his son play on the screen is a great source of pride for Mr. Issahaku, but Fatawu's mom goes through the emotions at times.
Piano performer na me yamashim. Oh. It's me ya misadi. Na no kura omu boy a omu abolasi. Me antama nje na ahwe. Me sorry.
Another thing many haven't noticed, Fatawu played for the Ghana under-17 national team twice before winning the Afcon with the under-20s, and he praises Coach Karim Zito for his progress.
Coach Zito was the under-17 coach, so he knows me very well, and he always tells me that he wants me to be part of the under-20 because he believes in me, what I can do, and he even invites me to the under 17, the current one that we went and couldn't qualify. So he told me that like if he knows that he's going to coach the under 20, like I'll not go to under 70, like I'll just go straight. So he promised me that after the under 17 tournament, he'll call me to come and play for under 20. So immediately we just finished the under 17 tournament. Then he called me for under 20.
Yes, and you guys went there.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you won the tournament, I'm sure you went to hard coach.
Yeah.
What did you guys discuss?
He told me that every match that we always play in the tournament, he called me in his room and he talked to me. He told me what I can do because it's Cosito who now changed how I play, because I was playing but I was not tackling, making some tackling, but he just changed and he said, he told me that in his team, if you can't tackle and even you are messy, you can't play in his team. So he told me, and he even worked on it. He trained me and he do everything to just improve how I tackle it on the field. Then I was able to do it.
Moving to the Ghana Premier League felt like the natural step, and many clubs fancied signing him, even if it meant for a short while. Dreams FC, against the odds, signed on Fatawu Issahaku for the first half of the Ghana Premier League, and it took him less than 40 minutes to announce himself against the 24-time Ghana Premier League champions on March Day 1.
Brilliant play from the under-20 gold winner. This is magical.
Fatawu continued his impressive form, scoring 6 goals in 8 games for Dreams FC before getting a call-up for the Africa Cup of Nations, his first tournament. He had been consistently called up for national team assignments since making waves at the under-20 Afcon, but Milovan Rajevac was bold enough to hand Fatawu his first start in a World Cup qualifier against Zimbabwe in Cape Coast.
Before the match, when coach called me and he said, I'm going to start this match because he have belief in me and he have confidence in me that I can do what he wants. So I'm going to start. Then because I never thought I was going to start this.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was just going to like
start
have
from
some
the bench
experience, but unfortunately he told me I was going to start. But then I went inside and I thought to myself, hey, this is not easy. This is not easy because for playing for Black Stars for the first time, I was so scared. But you know, as a footballer, every time you get chance, you have to try and just put up your best to overcome it. So I had confidence in myself and I said, oh, I can do it.
At the Afcon in Cameroon, he was handed a start against the Comoros Islands, a game the Black Stars lost and exited the competition. But was a huge feather in the cap for the young man, and truly for one of the key figures responsible for his development thus far.
Issahaku Abdul Fatawu, our newest jewel, is the idol of Tamale, the idol of State Flash FC, and my personal jewel of a footballer that I trust that he will bring us smiles and bring honor to himself and onto the country. He's a gifted left attacking midfielder, very brilliant at play, very skillful and very disciplined. I discovered him from his personal friend, Yahya, who lives with me in Tamale, in my victim home. And since then, we've built a bond. He's become part of a family. So I'm looking at him not just as a manager, but as a younger brother and a son. Formidable player, and you can't resist Fatawu. When he gets the ball, he confronts, every defender. He keeps going without any fear. That tells you of his confidence level is high there. We just pray for him for good health and trust that he would make Ghana proud.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We made it! Hey!
Days after booking a ticket to Qatar, Portuguese giant Sporting CP announced the signing of Fatawu Issahaku on a 5-year deal with a €60 million buyout clause.
Hola, Sporting Gisters. My name is Issahaku Abdul Fatawu.
Life at Sporting Lisbon was always going to be tough in the beginning, but the young man is steadily developing. He has seen game time in the Portuguese Liga and the UEFA Champions League so far, but surely his best moment was grabbing a goal for the Black Stars in a pre-World Cup friendly against Nicaragua.
Fatawu Issahaku, el jugador del Sporting de
The signs are bright. Remember, Sporting CP was a hub for world football star Cristiano Ronaldo before his move to Manchester United in 2004. For a young man showing so much promise and a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, anything is possible, and the Sporting faithful are hopeful too.
Fatawu, I think is a great talent because style of play, for instance, right winger, he likes to receive the ball with foot and face his opponent one-to-one. Left footed is amazing. Power shot that he have. He's very dangerous in transition. I think so. He has the ability to progress and passing, dribbling. I think he needed to demonstrate the growth in the game against lower blocks. But here in Sporting Academy, he can learn. For us, the most surprising already in the training sessions with the lower teams of Sporting, great finishing capacity, and it's extraordinary for a young man like him to have already this quality. The power of the shoot can be a great attribute and make problems to goalkeepers here in Portugal.
I'm so happy, and this is an amazing moment for me. I'm just happy to be here. I chose Leicester because I think they can grow me. I can't wait for this moment. This will be the best moment for me in my career.
Defending in there for Swansea, but he's given it back away to Dewsbury Hall. Low ball in towards Ndidi. Fatawu, can he get his shot away? You bet he can, as he fires it into the roof of the Swansea net and completes the Leicester City turnaround. It's an emphatic finish from the number 18.